Yo, what's going on, guys? Marquise Robbins here from the Wealth Forever podcast, where we talk about real estate, entrepreneurship, and lifestyle. I have an amazing guest here with me, one of my good friends, man, one of the young up-and-comers. This guy is killing it. My guy, Josh Koffee, man. How you doing today, bro?
Doing well. How are you, man?
I'm great, man. Listen, man, we're happy to have Coffee Capital in the house, right? My guy, and listen, man, tell them a little bit more about you, man. I know a lot about you, man, and I'm just blown away about the things you're looking to do in 2023 and the things you've accomplished this year, man. So tell them more about you, man.
Yes, sir. My name is Josh Koffee, as he already stated.
Okay.
I am an IT consultant, IT developer. I run an IT consulting firm called Catalyst Tech Solutions. I've been in the game now for about 2-3 years, and I'm just looking to scale. And in these past 2 years, I've been able to do some and accomplish some amazing feats in the
Wow.
IT industry. And I'm just looking to do more.
I love it. One thing I like about Josh, man, he makes IT look cool, man. Like you see this guy out doing his thing. He's like, man, this guy is cool as hell. And he's like, oh yeah, bro, by the way, I do IT. You know, because I think it's a stigma, you know, with IT, it's like you got to be this nerdy guy or girl behind a computer with glass. You know what I mean? Like you're not as personable, man. This guy is killing it, and he's doing amazing things with the IT space. So kind of walk us through, bro. What made you get into that, number one? And what was your upbringing like?
Okay. For starters, my upbringing was I was an athlete.
Right.
Played football in college. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Of course, you see the traps.
Yeah, D1 stuff.
So we played major football. Just really honed in onto hard work, discipline, things of that nature. And those are skills that are always transferable. So
Right.
Taking that discipline that it took to earn numerous scholarships, it gave me that hunger, that eager to learn, that eager to always do more.
Right.
So playing sports and stuff like that, I've always been in top of my class, in whatever I was doing. So I was just that kid that was gonna figure things out.
Right.
So I got into IT, man. I started off in finance,
Okay.
investment analyst. I started off, working for a private equity firm, and things were going well. But I just always was looking for a breakthrough, something that could, afford me, one, time affordability, and two, something that was, more so remote, so that I can really have my time to myself.
Right.
And something that was, can maximize earning potential.
Right.
That's really how I got into the IT space, and I got into IT space by taking a course, Udemy course at that.
Okay. What's Udemy for the people that don't know what that is?
Udemy is a course or training platform that you can put if you have a company, you can produce courses or training documents and provide them to the public and charge a fee. So I got on there and took advantage.
Right. One thing that kind of stands out to me about you, bro, is like it seems as if the confidence, bro, but most important, like winning, bro, it just came natural to you.
Yes, sir.
You just listen to what you said and things like that, and again, you being an athlete in the past, that seems like it's helped you dominate in business in your career now, because again, competitiveness.
Sure.
That's one thing I like. So kind of educate us, bro, on what you were doing then with the investment. Was it investment banking?
Investment analyst.
Investment analyst, and then what you're doing now. Can you kind of like explain the two roles?
Yes.
And what made you really go get into what you're doing now?
For sure. So investment analyst, I was, scouring daily through a million pro formas, a million companies. I was, emphasis in the healthcare industry.
Really?
Pro formas on the healthcare. Should we invest in XYZ healthcare initiative? This was around the time, pre-COVID, or, lots of cancer breakthroughs were coming out. And it's like, all right, can we catch this next big break, like a company like Netflix?
Okay.
Things like that. So I'm going through feasibility studies and things of that nature to let the private equity firm, hey, we should put millions into this company.
Right. Okay.
That was a key aspect in that process.
And for the people listening, bro, what's a private equity firm? Like I want people to really catch this, Jim. You were working for a private equity firm. What's the importance of these type of companies? What do they do?
So a private equity firm is a company that uses private money, whether that be from investors, a group of investors,
Right.
that galvanize their money, their incomes, their profits or gains,
Right.
and put them into a house, pretty much,
Right.
and house that money together, and then they use that money to purchase other businesses, other initiatives.
I like it.
So.
And the reason I want you to kind of like hone in on that, bro, I think a lot of people don't understand this. Like a lot of our audience, they want to be entrepreneurs or they're current entrepreneurs, but it's an avenue where you can build a business and sell it
Sure.
to a private equity firm like that. So it's a business, guys, in selling a business, if that makes sense, right? You can build a business and sell it. Okay, so you were doing that. What made you get out of that and then go into other avenues?
So that is a high stress environment, man. Just sitting there,
How so?
pent up in this suit, I gotta look, fresh to death.
Yeah.
And I'm doing really anal work,
Right.
really, really anal work. And this is pivotal because if I provide the wrong advice on XYZ potential play, that's millions down the drain. So really, that, and I needed time affordability. I needed to be able to wake up like what I do now. I wake up and work probably an hour, 2 hours a day. Not to get that misconstrued, but like in the IT space, it's not as stressful,
Right.
and you're making way more money.
Really? Okay.
So that was
I like it. So more money, and it seems like you have more freedom as well.
for sure.
So I'm curious to know, right? How did you? Now I know you got on Udemy and you learned the information, but were you working a job at the time when you was learning this information, or kind of what was that transition like to learn these skill sets?
Definitely. So yes, I was working at the investment, as an investment analyst at the private equity firm.
Okay.
And of course, typical 8 to 5.
Right. Yeah.
And me being a hard worker, man, I just was like, all right, if I'm gonna make a breakthrough and make a switch or transition into a different industry, I got to put in some work. You know what I'm saying? I got to put in some hours off the clock,
Okay.
because to build myself and to be able to make the switch confidently,
Right.
Every day after work, I would study 2 to 3 hours a night, just
Really?
to get really those foundational skills and really familiarize myself with the knowledge,
Right.
the rhetoric of what is IT, what in the niche that I was
Yeah.
going down.
Yeah.
What is this, and how can I, conquer this and retain this knowledge?
Right.
So
I think I like that, bro. That's definitely a bar, because I'm pretty sure it's somebody watching this right now, and I know I've been there at a job that you hate. You like, damn, I hate this place. I'm destined for more greatness. I'm better than this. I know I can make more money than this, and I know I can provide more value. But a lot of people, they leave that job that they hate and they go home and don't do anything else to improve their situation. Correct. So one thing I really like about your story, bro, is you worked, you did what you needed to do at the job, and then you took from 5 to 8, 9 o'clock at night, maybe even 10, to work on you. And I think a lot of people miss that bar right there, man. Like, if you hate your current situation, put a plan together. But when you get off of work, start working on that plan.
Yes, sir.
And you will look up a couple months later, you're ready to make that move.
Yes, sir.
So now you're an IT developer now.
Yes.
To kind of walk us through that. What exactly does that consist of?
Okay, so my day to day is, of course, in my industry, we have a daily stand up, right? So just like any other job, they're checking in to see what have you developed, what code have you implemented into the platform,
right?
Have you customized anything, and is there any discrepancies or any blockers as to the requirements that said customer has said, okay, I need this built out on this platform. Can you do it and get it done? So really, it just looks like you're developing, moving code, testing code, and I don't want you to think code meaning something, like you said, the stigma.
Yeah.
That you have to be this nerd.
Right.
What I do on the platform I'm on, ServiceNow, it's a platform that really houses all the workflows and IT workflows of huge enterprises all the way down to small enterprises.
Right.
With companies like Home Depot, Wells Fargo, numerous other big companies and smaller private sector companies and things of that nature. But just the day to day looks like, man, just really getting some requirements from your customer,
okay,
or your client,
okay,
and you have 2 weeks to get that work done. Right. So for your client, you have a lot of time to do investigation, research, Google stuff, YouTube things, and things of that nature. So
what do you look for? What's your ideal client? Like what like if someone was to come to you with a project, what would make you say, hey, we're going to take this one on, or hey, bro, unfortunately, this would not be a project I'm interested in? Because now you have that leverage and that power to accept or decline these type of clients.
Correct. So for me, I really gauge a client that I want to take on by the one, are they clear on their requirements? Is there clarity on what this client needs?
Right.
Because a lot of people in the IT space or in any space, they don't know what they need.
Right.
So me being a person in the industry that provides solutions, I want to be able to provide the most viable solution to you.
Right.
And if you don't know what solution you need,
how can I help?
How can you help me help you?
Right. Yeah,
so
yeah.
I take that into high regard, right? And from there, I'm like, okay, and how needy is this client? Is this client gonna bug me every 2 seconds about something?
Every little detail.
Yeah, if I've dissed you and rationed you out a statement of work, right?
Right.
This will be done by 3 months or 6 months. You have your 30, 60, 90 as well. So
right.
You have these initiatives and goals that you have to meet. If they're bugging me, if they're gonna bug me,
it's not worth the money.
No, there's certain money that I turn down. There's certain contracts. It could be millions of dollars. I don't.
It's not worth your peace of mind.
Correct.
I like that. I like that. I like. Okay, so ideally, what would be a good client for you, right? What would be somebody that you they check? What boxes does what someone need to check to make sure they can work with your team?
Correct. So what we look for is a client that really, because there's dollars being spent.
Right.
Right. So in with that money on the table, I want to provide you the best and most quality service I can provide you.
Right.
Within that time frame. So I want a client who's one, reliant.
Okay.
Two, clear and concise on what they want.
Right.
And three, really, really good with communication.
Right.
If there's something that I've dished out and developed and I say, hey, can you test this? And you taking 2, 3, 4 weeks to get it done, you're messing up my KPIs because I have to, make sure I meet certain metrics.
Right.
So those are certain clients that I don't deal with. But,
Okay.
A good client, is someone that's very dependable,
Okay.
communicative, and just really on point on what they need.
I like it. So walk me through, just the earlier days. Like what kind of made you get into IT, and just what made you just want to get into, just the field that you're in now. Like it has to be something that kind of sparked that. What made you want to get into this?
Really, shout out to my auntie, man.
Okay, shout out auntie.
Yeah, auntie Tamika, man, shout out to you. She really was a great motivation for me. I mean,
Really?
Even, I was 17, 18. Of course, you get into this, all right, I got to get into college mode. I got to figure out what I want to do with my life and things of that nature. Of course, I played sports in college, and then I got a finance degree.
Right.
Which is, a really, really, rigorous degree.
Right.
And I conquered that. So I'm like, in my head, I can conquer whatever I set my mind to be honest with you. So seeing her, growing up, she always had 3, 4 laptops, traveling the world all the time, working remote. I didn't know this remote life.
Yeah. It was a thing.
When I thought of work, I'm like, all right, put on a suit, jacket, bow tie, go to work, look clean, and come home stressed out. And
Right.
So I saw her, peace of mind and laptops on the beach in Jamaica, and as a kid, you don't know what's going on.
Right.
Something's going on.
Yeah, auntie's making some money to be able to move around like this. What is she doing? Yeah.
So, I'm 21, 22. I was making good money.
Right.
I'm making 75, 80,000 as a 22.
Yeah, that's good money. Yeah.
People don't make that at 30, 40.
I agree.
So, I seen, her freedom, her time freedom, her, she didn't seem too stressed, when I was around her. So I was like, all right, whatever it is that she's doing, I want to do that.
Right.
So what it was, she was on ServiceNow and, developing, which is a
interesting. Yeah.
Very, of course you hear of IT, you think of CompTIA, security.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
ServiceNow is the way.
Really?
Yeah.
What's so significant about ServiceNow? Can you kind of explain like what ServiceNow and their competitors, like what exactly do they do?
Okay, so ServiceNow is a IT workflow, it houses all your IT needs, right? From ticketing system, because usually in IT space, you think you just need a help desk ticketing system.
Yeah.
IT encompasses everything.
Really?
Ticketing system, incidents. You have customer service management. You have anything, incident, problem, release, anything all in one.
Right.
Software as a service. They have everything you need. So I'm a partner with them, so I get government contracts.
Really?
And I'm a vendor for them.
Really?
So
okay,
I grab those government contracts. They could be 1, 2, 3 years. So every government contract has to be implemented and maintained for 7 years.
Right.
If you get a piece of a
government contract,
you're still talking
big business, folks. Big business.
Still talking M's. So.
Really. Okay. I love that. And then how's the payout with that? Not necessarily how much you're making, but like, do they pay you out like once a year with that type of stuff with a government contract?
So government contracts could be net 30. Net 60.
Okay.
It just all depends on what your C2C structure is and how many fees you want to get taken out of your cuts.
Okay. And can you break the structure net? Can you break the net 30 and just break it down for the people?
So net 30 is the structure of how you get paid.
Right.
It's like pretty much a credit sent to you every 30 days. So
okay.
If you have built out a team of program managers, of developers, of architect, you just have to let them know when you hire them. We pay monthly.
Right.
So some people like it because people in the IT space have money in their pockets.
Yeah.
They're not stressing about
Right.
getting paid. So but if you tell them net 15, they're gonna charge you 1 to 3% fee. So
Interesting.
you already charged.
Yeah,
So,
that's crazy.
yeah,
Yeah, that's
so,
crazy.
yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, that definitely makes sense. So question for you. What has been some of your biggest challenges and obstacles in this space? Because, this seems like it's a lot of older people in this space killing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so there is the stigma of, well, you're young, so are you accredited? Have
Yeah.
you proved yourself? Track record is great,
Right.
So done numerous implementations and maintained numerous government, platforms and successfully done it. So
Right.
I take work that I've done for government entities, DoD, military contracts, and that work, and I show, hey, here's my display of my work, here's my
Right.
portfolio, and they're like, so and also another thing with that, I'm bidding. So with their older people, there's also another subset of minority that they have millions of dollars in this government sector that they're waiting on our people to come get.
Right.
Because of course diversity and
Yeah, absolutely. I definitely get it. And again, that's why I was excited to have you on, because I think people, our community, we need to hear this, right? We need to hear this type of sauce. We need to hear this type of game, because this is big business, man. So question for you right now, right? With someone in the role that you're in, how much could they potentially see per month if they can build it the way you built yours right now?
So for me, which scale, for me to scale how I've scaled
Right.
within 2 to 3 years, starting off. So I'll talk on lower things.
Okay.
Right? If you're a developer, say you're working your average day job and you work at Walmart,
Right.
McDonald's, or wherever. If you work in fintech or wherever you work, and you switch over and make the transition into being a developer on ServiceNow or administrator, you're looking at no less than 120K.
Really?
Right, so you'll go from making 40K to 120K in 3 to 6
Easily, man. Easily.
We're gonna provide and equip you with the mental assets.
Okay.
And everything you need: training, documentation, resume prep,
Right.
interview prep, to make sure that you successfully transition into that position.
I like that. So, and it's a bar in that, increase your value, man. Meaning, learn a high income producing skill set, IT, coding, and things like that. If you want to make more money, real estate investing, whatever it may be. So, if you increase your value, you will make more money. Do you agree, bro?
I agree. And to answer your question, if you want to scale it how I've scaled, you'll see no less than 6 figures a month.
Wow.
Scale
Really?
No less than 6 figures a month. Yes.
And that's amazing, bro.
And we ain't even touching real estate.
Right. That's before other investments and stuff like that. So this is a play. This is an opportunity, man. And I like the fact that from the minority standpoint, they're begging people to get into this game. You know what I mean? So is it any specific type of degree that somebody would need, or is it more so networking? Like, if I'm listening to this, like, damn, man, this guy Josh got me turned up. Like, what do I need to do to hopefully get into this business and get my feet wet?
Sure. One, you need to come talk to me at Catalyst Tech.
Okay, perfect.
I'll drop the
Yeah, we're gonna drop the link below. Definitely do that. Definitely.
training course. We got hundreds
Okay.
of hours of training videos,
Okay.
documentation to really prepare you to step into this role.
I love it.
But also, we have that training, and then there is numerous ways of really getting into this. Is one, just doing the research to figure out what role would fit you and your personality.
Okay.
Whether that be Scrum Master, project manager, if you want to sit and be front facing and talk with end clients,
Okay.
and end users all day. Developer was in the cut,
Right.
You do what you do. You in a silo. People dish you out work, and you do it. You got 2 weeks to do it. That work can take you an hour, 2 hours, 1 day, or 1 week.
Right.
You got 2 weeks. So
Right. I like that, bro, because what stands out to me there is it's a role for everybody, right? Depending on what your personality type is. I know me, I'm an extrovert. I have no problem talking to anybody.
Yeah.
So I'm front facing guy. Let's get on the phone. Let's do it. Zoom calls. But some people may be introverts where they want to be behind the scenes and things like that. It's a role for everybody to make money in this business, okay? So talk to us a little bit more about your company, bro. Like, is Catalyst Tech? Catalyst Tech Solutions. So what all do you guys offer, number one? And what would make someone want to go with your team as opposed to any of these other companies out here? I want to know what would make your team stand out.
So
let us know.
first off, I look like you.
Okay,
right?
I like it.
That is the first end, and that's really and we've with Catalyst Tech Solutions, we've created a IT ecosystem and community of individuals that look like me, right? And also, everyone else is not included.
Right.
We want hardworking, driven individuals, right? Of any
yeah. Regardless how you look.
But we're providing that representation that is key, because in some spaces that I'm in IT rooms that I'm in, you don't see nobody who looks like you. Of course, it's dominated by Indian culture, other cultures, but you don't see much of our race in there. So I'm really here to just be that leverage, that catalyst, that bridge of support, and really be here to really spark your career.
I love it. And I think that's a great point, because it seems as if that's what happened with you with your aunt. With your auntie. She kind of showed you, you know what I mean? Not intentionally, I guess, but you kind of saw that from afar, like, damn, this is the life. I like this. So representation is very, very important, people. Like that's very important. Sometimes you have to see a living example of someone that looks like you doing it and killing it at a high level to make you say, damn, I can believe I can do that as well. So what else do you guys offer? Like, what type of resources do you all offer? Monthly coaching calls? What is it? Like, I want to really dig in.
Yeah, so on the services side, we do cloud computing, AWS, of course, ServiceNow consulting.
Yeah.
We have training and mentorship program.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, we have a 15-week course schedule that we train you up from having no IT experience at all, right? Working your normal day job to you're in the IT space making $120K and killing it confidently.
Really?
Confidently, because we have put those hours into training videos, into that mentorship, that preparation, that interview prep, because those interviews can be killer, man.
Right.
Because you have, some Indian dude on there that's very technical and he's drilling you.
Right.
So we're going to make sure that doesn't happen to
you
by prep.
You know your stuff.
Yes. We're going to make sure you know your stuff and you get on there and you kill it, so that you can have that disposable income, right? To really live the life and create the luxurious life that you want to live. Right? Instead of, because we see a lot of that stuff on Instagram, man.
Right.
I mean, people having these nice cars and things of that nature. You think there's not a way out.
Right.
And you take this and you start making $120K, $130K.
Right.
On one, of course, you can scale like I did.
Right.
Or you can stay there and use that money to fund your other business ideas.
Right.
Right. So a lot of us haven't been able to do the things we want to do because we don't have the funding. Let this be the catalyst to that.
Right.
So,
I like it. Question for you, bro. Why do you think people who are in your industry, they don't get to the level you're on, or like why do you think they don't scale the business?
Because when we get the stigma of six figures,
right?
We think
they get comfortable.
Yeah, we get content. I'm making $120,000. I don't care about $120,000.
Right.
I need more.
Right.
But to each his own. So I think really just contentment. Not having or not investing into training and skill set.
I agree with that. I agree with that. Get complacency, man. Complacency in thinking, oh, I've made it.
Yes.
I've made it. I'm good here. But not knowing, you never know what happens with this marketplace. You want to continue to invest in yourself and learn even more, regardless of how much you're making. I have mentors myself. They have mentors. You know what I mean? We all have some. If you want to get to that next level, you got to have some type of coaching and make the investment and stuff like that. So I'm curious to know what's to come, man. What 2023? Give us some game, man. What's some plans you have for 2023?
2023 is going to be a huge year for not only just
okay.
Tech Solutions, but for me, my personal brand and things of that nature. We're here to really, be that, just breakthrough in the tech industry and bring you with me.
Right.
I'm here to really reach that olive branch out to really, wake people up and let them know that there is an alternative way out of this matrix.
Right.
Even within the matrix, you can make it worthwhile, and have some fulfillment.
Right.
And we're literally just here to, bring on whoever wants to come and learn and has that innate ability to just learn and figure things out. We're here to bring you on and let you know that there is a way out. So
I love it. So question for you. What would make someone go with your team as opposed to just going on YouTube? Because you know how people are, man. Yeah. YouTube University is very, very popular, but I don't know if it'll hold you accountable like your team may hold someone accountable.
And my team, we do weekly check-ins.
Okay.
And we have, like I said, we built out a community to where we have a group chat in Slack, right? So where if you have any questions about something that you're struggling with on the platform, whether that be you're in the learning process or actually in a role, we have people on the team who are dedicated here to assist you in that process.
I like it. I like so
Development, you know.
community and accountability in the development. Okay, what do you see this industry going forward? Not necessarily your company, but just the IT industry. What do you see this thing going forward? Because this thing is like the wild wild west, man. This thing is amazing. You know what I mean?
So I really see, like last year, there was 500,000 unfilled IT positions.
Wow, that's crazy.
All I see is open space and opportunity.
Right.
For anyone, right? And we can really, like, you come join my campaign and really just learn and take in and soak up like a sponge the information.
Yeah, right.
That there's 100 plus hours worth of videos in my backlog.
Right. Okay.
Literally, if you take in that knowledge and apply it, you're gonna be set on a path that you've never seen for yourself.
Perfect.
So,
okay, that makes sense. So, can you explain to us just one last time, like really break it down to the point where a third grader can understand this? What exactly is IT?
IT is huge, man. Like,
okay,
IT encompasses. You know, you got security, you have help desk, you have incident response, you have people that do quality analysis, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That makes sure the work that the developer has done is up to code, up to par. It encompasses, it's a wide variety of things, right? But what I do is niche service. Now, people probably heard of
the riches are in the niches, folks.
Niches.
Okay.
It's niche based. So there's Salesforce, which most people have heard. That's our direct competitor.
I've heard them before, yeah.
Yep. So with ServiceNow, it's a niche. Not a lot of people know about it. So they're paying high dollar for developers and administrators on their platform, and they're yearning for people to come learn and get accredited, get their certification, and then you're off.
I love it, man. So from a mindset standpoint, right? And again, you like you said earlier, it hasn't always been easy. You know, you've gotten to this point, but from a mindset standpoint, right? If I'm a young person, you know, in IT, I'm doing okay. Like I'm almost at six figures. What are some of the mindset traits that I need to implement to really get to where you are and beyond?
Yeah, so consuming as much knowledge as possible, right?
Mm-hmm.
Really just literally anything in your industry or just staying up to date in your industry.
Right.
Going and doing courses, seminars, trainings, and then really the understanding that nobody's coming to save you.
Okay.
Right? Like nobody. So
I like it.
That's really the spark under my ass to really just get up and go get it. You know, not your parents.
Yep.
Nobody.
True.
That's big for me.
I love it, man. I love it. So, before we wrap up, bro, I kind of want let the people know where can they find you on social media, where can they find your company and stuff like that as well.
Okay, my company is Instagram tag is Catalyst Tech Solutions. My personal tag is Koffee Capital. The coffee is spelled with a K. And you can reach out to Catalyst Tech Solutions and really just let me know, hey, I'm X, Y, and Z. This is what I'm looking to do. I'm making a transition. You can DM me or go into the link in my bio to my website and do an info and let me know who you are. And like I said, I'm a personable individual, so I might call you personally. So
let's do it. Do it. And also, guys, we will have that link below on the podcast. So before I let you go, bro, I ask everybody this: what does wealth mean to you?
Wealth to me, man. Wealth is a word that really is big, but you can break it down into small pieces.
Okay, talk to me, Josh.
Meaning the smallness is creating a monolith or a company or something that really has, that stands the test of time. Right. And whether that be monetary, or just things that you can pass down, creating something that stands the test of time, monolith or company or whatever that can be passed down, knowledge, intellectual property. That is wealth. That is things that you can't, that money can't buy.
Okay,
right?
I like it.
And I think that's what wealth means to me, man.
Okay, I love it, man. And listen, bro, you killing it, bro. I had to drop you with one last one, right? One last thing for the people before you go, right? What do you see yourself 10 years from now?
10 years. See myself being a huge philanthropist.
Okay.
Huge philanthropist, because I know that I wouldn't be in this place without those people reaching out with the olive branch, like
giving back. I love it.
Dad, my mom,
I love it.
And other, because it takes a village, man.
Right.
So I'm taking that and embodying that spirit and giving back. So 10 years, man, I need it all and then some. So,
right. Okay.
And also giving it back, because I understand that currency is a flow. So
Okay, I love it, man. Family's big to me as well, man. I love it. That's all for today, people. I mean, guys, you got a lot of gyms. IT is a big time industry, man. Tap in, man. Listen, we all don't have to be ball players and athletes and entertainers, man. It's a lot of money in the IT space. So again, guys, that's enough from the Welfare Podcast, man. Tap in with my guy Josh Koffee, man. And it's been a pleasure, bro.